Hello to my Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. You know by now, Sagittarius, we have a full moon in your sign. It's the full strawberry moon. All right, here is your reading. So hopefully you all are still purging, as everyone should be right now, purging, releasing anything that's unhealthy or wounded that you could be still tied to, people, places, or things, anything that you could be tied to. Knowingly, you may not know certain things, but that's what prayer is for. Ask God for clarity. So let's get prepared for this full moon. So this full moon in Sagittarius coming up on the 11th is a time of illumination, expansion, truth seeking, spiritual wisdom, travel, releasing limited beliefs or limiting beliefs. Sagittarius energy is bold, is optimistic, it's a visionary energy, is perfect for asking big picture questions, right? And we're gonna try to break it up into like 3 or 4 parts in terms of your questions being asked. And so even if you're a cross watcher, um, just kind of just asking, questions of the cards. So I am safe and protected. I am safe and protected. That may be a tone that you want to set for your day or for this next 7 days. It's gonna be for the 7th through the 14th. So 7th, 8th was 14th, 15th, right, which is going to push us past the full moon. And so let's get an angel number here. So the topics are going to be around revelation and release. It's going to also be around higher purpose and wisdom, also around courage and expansion, and also truth, freedom, and inner compass. Truth, freedom, and inner compass with your reading. Thank you for those of you all who congratulated me on my books. More are going up on Amazon. So, we got 2 cards that came out. So let's get into this. And they are free if you have like electronic devices, just to kind of share with you all. But listen, 251 is listen. So be open to hearing good advice. And then 345, which is baby steps. When you hear good advice, you'll hear it more than once and from multiple sources. So right now, be alert. Your angels are giving you a message, channeling it through the people and places around you. Listen carefully today to all patterns and signs as they are messages, and it's up to you to find the common link. There is good advice to be uncovered. And then 345, baby steps. Little by little, it will get done. The overwhelm you feel is not unnoticed by your angels. They ask you to reconfigure your perspective, and instead of refocusing on the big picture, look at the immediate next steps. So organize your thoughts on paper now and write down what your baby steps will be in forthcoming days, right? So you got 2 numbers here: listen and also taking baby steps too, right? So, so those are the topics that we're kind of going to cover. I'm going to ask Spirit through the cards what we got going on here. We may wrap it up with the pink cards at the end, and then some oracle messages. So, Source, what truth is being illuminated for Sagittarius right now? What truth is being illuminated for Sagittarius right now? What truth is being illuminated for Sagittarius right now? What's coming to me so far as the baby steps, right? It's like somebody may have asked first and second questions, like what for clarity on something. So, in terms of like somebody that you love, somebody could have just started talking, some energies that seemed like they were structured and authoritative, and was pretty stuck on a particular issue, and something could have just ended right there, but somebody didn't go from 1 to 2. They just went straight into 3, 4, 5. So baby steps. So somebody could have looked at someone's age. Somebody could have looked at someone's structure or length of time they could have been around, like some kind of hierarchical something, and not paid attention to anything else. Somebody could have just gone straight there. I could have listened to somebody without taking any baby steps, and just your like listening to your own inner child, right? As far as justice is concerned, right? So something was possibly being done behind somebody's back without their knowledge. Um, yeah, something could have been done without somebody's knowledge. And possibly their personal and professional life, and that's something that you can connect with and relate to. So this is what someone is now, like I say, a truth that's being uncovered, like illuminated for you right now. So that's the justice card. Some kind of injustice was being done. This speaks to 7th house. 7th house is about marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, and also enemies. So source is saying you and somebody may not have taken the baby steps to start at one, right? One would be asking why, like, what is the motive? What is the reason for such and such? And then two, I feel blindsided by something. Like, okay, did I listen to my ancestors or am I just listening to people? Who am I listening to? You know, because something seems like it's off here, right? About whatever, some kind of legal something going on. Somebody just listened to two energies, but they felt like they had something else in common with. Maybe you had something in common with maybe your mom, maybe your dad. So you listen to somebody's mom or their dad. Maybe you're somebody's sister or brother, because we're talking about heart. You're trying to make some connection with something. Maybe you listen to somebody, maybe y'all used to work in the same industry, so you're making some connection there. But also making connection, like connect the dots with whoever something is being done behind their backs. The other side of the Justice card, this is Libra, which connects us with Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, and aesthetics. So it's just saying you're learning how to make some connections with some things. Taurus rules second house, like Libra rules second house. And so, second house is about personal resources, money habits, possessions, values, financial security, self worth, and also income. So, somebody is now starting to make some kind of connection. Somebody's like, okay, I didn't know certain things, I just didn't have all the information, didn't know certain things about. I just started at step 3, 4, and 5. Just listening to steps 3, 4, and 5. Didn't hear 1 or 2 of something. So that would answer the 2 that have a source is what outdated beliefs or illusions is Sagittarius being called to release, and that is what you're being called to release. It's just that's outdated to not make more connections because some people don't look like what they've been through. Some people do not look like what they've been through. And that's the reason why some people are just ending something. When people don't look like what they've been through and they're like, okay, somebody just didn't even, like this is what you have in common with energies. It's like when it's like two people may have talked about, done something to you behind your back in court, and they even consider what you have already gone through. Just trying to get little bit by little bit done. You're trying to listen to some good advice. You're trying to create or build something. They don't know who you're trying to build something for. They don't know what you're trying to do. They just go straight to taking some kind of action, and something was just heartbreaking. And you talk to these energies about maybe divorce, the surgeries that you've had. You've talked to them about things that were just heartbreaking, and you're trying to heal. You're trying to heal. So this is what a lot of people have in common. This is what a lot of people have in common when they go to somebody in people's homes. They're talking to people about the things. They cry to people about things, and still people still listen to people who do stuff behind people's backs. A lot of people have in common. So here's the Tower. Here's the Tower. Tower is an awakening. It's like literally being hit by a thunderbolt of like just memories. Like, oh my God, I can't believe like something had to happen. Like, oh my God, now I'm hit with all these memories. Like, what the heck was I listening to? Like I heard all of this stuff. I've been hearing all of this stuff. Like, what the heck? Right? So revelation and release. And so how can um, Sagittarius free themselves from limitations that hold them back? How can they free themselves from limitations that hold them back? And this is really listening to another side of something. Listening to another side of something. Be open to hearing some good advice. Here's the Queen of Swords here. So I feel like somebody is now learning how to sit on their throne and be very meticulous, like you're analyzing everything. And putting motion to the side, analyzing everything. Those two energies don't look like what they've been through. Yeah, so here we are. And remember, all of this is genderless. Two energies. We're trying to separate some energies here. Two fire energies. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be another Sagittarius. could have been playing a role, and it could be their sun or moon sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Could have been separated. Could have been separating. So write that down. It could be their sun or moon sign played a role in separating two energies, and they didn't even consider the emotional damage that something was doing. Didn't consider they was doing behind someone's back. By being in the middle of something and fanning the flames. That's all they were sitting there doing, just fanning the flames, instigating, keeping mess going. Is it so? Something has ended. So either you're moving or you've already moved or something. But um, if somebody had you change, and somebody is now shining a light on something, saying that you have some kind of responsibility in something. We have the Queen of Cups here. Of like, because compassion, some kind of compassion should have been poured into a situation. I don't know what this is or who. Again, take it, put it wherever it goes, wherever it goes. If this doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. But this is because somebody could have been around energies that were contaminating your compassion. Like, you could genuinely be a very compassionate person, but you could have been around some energies who hurt people, who hurt other people, and were and caused you to be contaminated. Like, so, like, sword energy cuts deep, right? So it's sort of like blood in the water, like, kind of energy. And these two energies, they just wanted to be these two energies that separated. Um, yeah. So something you got dragged into, you got pulled into something. You and somebody got pulled into something. hmm That's now affecting your 11th house. 11th house is friendships, community, goals, hopes, your wishes, your awareness, your humanitarianism, technology, the future. So something is now affecting all of those things. Now that a light has been shown on something. So you have a message coming through, possibly from a younger person. Younger person could be coming through. Somebody could be saying that they really, really love you really, really deeply. Their spirit could have been saying they really, really love you deeply. Something could have just pulled them into a lower place, whoever this is. Um, yeah, here's the Seven of Pentacles. And they were around somebody who said something emotionally immature to them. Somebody could have said something about their weight, like a pig or something like that. Um, Somebody could have said something about somebody's weight, and something just runs real deep for them. Like, the pain of something could run real deep, for them. Yeah, somebody could have the person is they could be a water sign. Yeah, person could also be very, very creative. Be very, very creative. Um, yeah. So, so people have like pictures of, like, or images of someone who, like, I feel like you could be in hermit mode, like, so people could have your picture or have this what you and somebody have in common. But somebody was also talking about their weight, like, oh, this person, they put on a lot of weight. I don't remember them looking like that, that kind of thing. Somebody could have said something emotionally immature, about either your weight or somebody else's weight. I mean, you're grateful that something is behind you. Grateful that something is behind you. Yeah. So somebody's sun or moon could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But the only way you would know that is if you start your training on, like, like I said, because that's what the moon in Sagittarius is about. It's really about increasing your knowledge and learning in, philosophy. You are the I philosophize sign. So we're talking about revelation and release. And so how can Sagittarius free themselves from limitations and that holds you back? How can you free yourself from the limitations that could have held you back, or held you back? Queen of Pentacles here. Go down the rabbit hole yourself. That's how you're gonna free yourself from limitations. Go down a rabbit hole yourself. Start opening up and start talk. That's how Source is saying, look, you're gonna live a softer life. Somebody is now in this purging, all this water right here, emotions. You're just listening to your intuition. You're gonna start purging on a regular basis, drinking water, flushing all that stuff out. Diet also have a role in it. And we're talking about your sixth house. This is your health, your work habits, your daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, your diet, spiritual practices, because even your food could play some kind of role, and you jump into conclusions about some things, about energies. So getting really more into your sixth house, looking at your cards here. Get more into your sixth house. So here's a page of swords here. So whatever anxiety you may be having about something is going to come to an end very soon. There's been a lot of spying around you, a lot of prying eyes, people telling their truth, whatever about stuff, gossiping, all of that stuff. A lot of stuff going on. So here we have 4 Pentacles here. Let's say you being more conservative with your time. Being a lot more conservative with your time. Here we have 6 of Pentacles here, giving or receiving some kind of help or some kind of generosity. So money is coming across your path, right? In terms of like your legacy. Money is coming across your path. So here we have 9 of Swords. So you can wake up from a nightmare. You can finally wake up from somebody can finally wake up from a nightmare. So 5 of Swords of just, and then 7 of Pentacles of some seeds that were planted. So somebody could have planted some seeds about, someone's weight. Somebody could have made a emotionally immature comment about someone's weight. Let me see, 5 of Swords here. Here we had the 7 of Pentacles here. But you got to remember too the duality of things too. So here we have the 7 of Pentacles here. So yeah. Yeah, because I'm seeing this pig with wings here, right? And something could be like water weight for somebody. Like if you're older, it could be menopause. I mean, it could be a lot of things. People are kind of like holding on to, like, but people are making all of these comments and saying stuff and doing stuff in court behind people's back. I mean, somebody wasn't asking enough questions or something. Somebody was just going on, somebody's now open to listening to good advice. But let's close this out. Get ready to close this out. So, higher purpose and wisdom. So, what is it that soul is guiding you to explore to study next? So, we're talking about, okay, so we got a lot of air out here. So, somebody can be opening up the books. You're opening up some kind of books around, like I said, you rule ninth house, higher education, philosophy, law, including spiritual law, religion, travel, ethics, morals, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. So, something around that subject matter, somebody is going to be studying. It's gonna be a lot of people going back to school. So open your vault door. That's gonna be the next phase of somebody's life. So don't cast your pearls before swine. It's gonna be basically like not telling people things that people won't, appreciate. But anyway, the best is yet to come. So somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed, whoever that is. So speak some things into existence. Get some fresh air. Somebody failed at stealing your identity. That can be in the spiritual realm or in the physical sense. Somebody failed at stealing your identity, whatever that means. So you could have been going through some kind of a like I said, move, solar return. Somebody could have physically stolen your ID, or even in the spiritual realm, could have wanted to steal your ID. Like, um, but there's only one you, maybe copy you in a sense, right? Like down to the like everything you do, like everything you do, copy you. Like if you, um, it's like the movie Single White Female or Single Black Female. It's those, we got two movies like that. But you can be imitated but not duplicated. So there was only one you. So somebody had a copycat. You and somebody had a copycat, and but except they wanted to take the fast route, and you and somebody don't look like what you've gone through. You can't pretend to be something, so here we have, it's time to release the burden. So it's time to release the burden. Archangel Michael, the dispenser of justice, is with you. So yeah, step through the portal. So we got two things here: open your vault and step through the portal. So that's what I'm seeing in your cards. Open your vault, step through the portal. All right, that's it. So flow. Yeah, the things are starting to flow to you like water. Things are starting to flow. You're starting to go along with sources flow. So truth or inner freedom, what truth within you that you have been avoiding? Yeah, truth within somebody that they may have been avoiding is that you're a star in your own right, meaning that, and that's the light that's shining on you now, is that sometimes loved ones or people who say they love you will still do something behind your back. They'll take you to court behind your back. They'll You feel unsafe around loved ones. You feel unprotected sometimes around loved ones. Sometimes you think because you've been around people the longest that they won't try to their best to try to phase you out. That's what you and somebody have in common. I'm talking about phase you out as in take you up out of here, phase you out, replace you. So reframe. This is not happening. This is happening for me, not to me. So this is how I see someone's money growing. It's not just paper and coins money. It's like self worth is growing. I see somebody eating better, making healthier choices, making healthier meal choices. You and somebody making healthier meal choices. Yeah, somebody. If it's not you, if you're a pretty healthy person, it could have been somebody who worked with other people to kind of sort of stab you in the back. Who, for them, they may not have been eating the healthiest foods, and that really could have played on their mind. It could have really played on them. They could have been so dehydrated. It's like literally walking around like they're not thinking clearly. They just out of their mind, not just who knows, just not eating, the proper foods, and just in the wrong environments, around the wrong people, just, trying to drag you into some mess. You just like, what in the world? There's some kind of an injustice to you because misery loves company. Misery loves company. So that's what I'm seeing for you all, Sagittarius. So I don't know. Just take what resonates with you, but that is what I have for you. So, all right, bye.